Sorry, Kate. Now it's my turn. Stephen joining me now. We got a weather alert this morning. So we've got some stuff popping up on the radar. What kind of severity level are we looking at this morning?
So we are on a weather alert. Of course, we have a cold front tracking through the area. So it's not like an actual storm system that's like a coastal storm. It's just a front pushing on through with a line of showers and thunderstorms that'll be impacting us later on this morning, especially for the mid-morning hours. So this is not an all-day thing by any means, but certainly could be impactful this morning, really because of the morning commute and just the poor timing of the weather. So here we go. Here's the wide view showing the weather setup. There's that frontal system that's kind of draped across New York down towards the tri-state area here. Looking at lines of showers and even some thunderstorms embedded within that as well. We can get closer here and show you. This is a squall line, scattered showers and storms across parts of western Jersey and also into eastern Pennsylvania. This is all tracking again to the east, and we're expecting some of that to get into our area later on this morning after about 7, 8 o'clock through the mid-morning hours, bringing us some heavy rain and strong winds. Again, not seeing anything right now. A few sprinkles popping up, but for the most part, most areas are dry. Those wind gusts on the high side right now in the upper 20s to near 30 along the shoreline. We could be seeing gusts later on this morning as high as about 45 miles per hour in spots, and maybe even some higher gusts within any thunderstorms that track on through. Temperatures right now in the 60s. It's a mild start to our week here. Coastal flood advisory issued for this morning's high tide cycle, mainly between about 7, 8 a.m. this morning. Could see some minor coastal flooding as a result of the onshore wind there with those south winds out there. Looking outside in Providence, seeing the hurricane barrier here, and of course the Ioway Bridge not looking too bad, and we're dry for now, but again, expecting rain and wind to make its way through later on this morning. Similar story in New Bedford. Here's a breakdown of what we're expecting. Timeline, generally speaking, 7 a.m. to about 11 or 12 o'clock today. Brief heavy downpours, rainfall amounts anywhere from about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain in a short amount of time could lead to some flooding in spots, on the sides of the roads and in those poor drainage areas. Also keep in mind a lot of leaves on the ground could clog some of those drains as a result. Gusty southeast winds anywhere from about 35 to 45 miles per hour. Some thunderstorms, some could be strong as well. And that could lead to some isolated, and maybe even some isolated damage as well. So let's time things out. We'll start from right now. Again, a few sprinkles out there, but the main batch of activity doesn't get here till later on this morning. Here is 7:30, seeing some of these embedded downpours tracking through, some gusty winds with this as well. Then when you see those, darker reds and oranges, that indicates some not only heavy rainfall, but also some thunderstorms that could be strong to even severe. This is all pushing its way through, but look how fast it's moving. 11 a.m., seeing the main axis of, precip already, exiting Bristol County in towards Plymouth County further east. And by later on this afternoon, about 1, 2 o'clock, we're seeing those, rain bands making their way offshore, even seeing some sunshine take over for the second half of the day. So again, it's a quick moving system, and overall, the second half of the day does look better. And that continues right into tonight and for our Tuesday. Actually, Tuesday shapes up to be a pretty good day after a chilly start, seeing those temperatures in the afternoon in the 60s with sunshine expected. But then we're tracking some more wet weather as we head into the early part of Wednesday. So this is another system that'll be tracking on through, bringing us some showers and some thunder as well. This is now, again, early Wednesday morning. You can see it does kind of last all day long here on and off, with some scattered showers and thunderstorms tracking on through. But even then, it's primarily for the morning hours, seeing some sunshine for the afternoon, but still can't rule out a passing shower or thunderstorm even later in the day. So again, a couple of weather systems that we'll be seeing for this week. But for this morning, give yourself some extra time if you're heading on out. Some thunderstorms, some gusty winds as well, and those temperatures in the 60s through the middle part of the day, then better for the afternoon. 7-day forecast here. Nice for Tuesday, mid-60s, morning showers and even some thunder on Wednesday, but turning drier and cooler for the second half of the week. Upper 50s for Thursday and Friday. And you can see a cool but dry weekend for Saturday and Sunday. And of course, you can get that full 7-day forecast on our website at WPRI.com.